Late breaking news. Did you just feel that, California? A huge earthquake has just hit the area of San Francisco at almost precisely 5:12 a.m. local time. A foreshock occurred with significant force to be felt widely throughout the San Francisco Bay Area. The great earthquake broke loose some 20 to 25 seconds later, with an epicenter near San Francisco. Violent shocks punctured the strong shaking, which lasted some 45 to 60 seconds. Here's an interview with a survivor of the earthquake now. Tell us what you felt at that moment.
The moment I felt shaking, I ran outside. Luckily, my family was safe, but over horizon, I could see smoke in the direction of downtown San Francisco.
So, what do you survivors have to do now?
Our home was destroyed, so we now sleep in tents in city parks and the Presidio, stand in long lines for food, and are required to do our cookings in the street to minimize the threat of additional fires.
Thank you very much. Caltech and USGS reports the earthquake has a surface wave magnitude of 7.7. They also determined that most of the shaking energy came from two separate areas on the fault, one between Fort Reyes and Fort Ross to the north, and the second on San Francisco Peninsula to the south. USGS reports the earthquake at 7.9, and the Richter magnitude scale reports the earthquake at an astonishing 8.3. Fire is also spreading widely in San Francisco as we speak, and the fire department is doing its best to fight off the fires. Despite several early victories in the Mission District and the Western Addition, these victories were countered by the conflagration that grew up at the eastern end of Market Street, near the waterfront. The San Francisco Fire Department is turning to dynamite to demolish buildings that would create fire breaks that could contain the flames as water supplies run low. Congress is also responding to the disaster. The House and the Senate Appropriation Committees are enacting emergency appropriations for the city to pay for food, water, tents, blankets, and other medical supplies in the weeks following the earthquake and fire. They are also appropriating funds to reconstruct the public buildings that were damaged or destroyed. However, the damage has been done. A report of U.S. Army relief operations by Greenlee recorded 498 deaths in San Francisco, 64 deaths in Santa Rosa, and 102 deaths in and near San Jose. However, others estimate the full death toll due to the earthquake and conflagration will be over 3,000. 225,000 from a population of about 400,000 are homeless due to the destruction of 28,000 buildings. The NOAA reports that most of the destruction is due to the fires caused by the earthquake and not the earthquake itself. Estimated property damage by the NOAA is $400 million in current 1906 dollars from the earthquake and fire, $80 million from the earthquake alone. Other damages done are the destruction of water and sewer pipes, the crippling of telephone and transportation facilities and railways, and the buckling of streets. However, in spite of all the destruction, good things have been produced from this calamity. Research over earthquakes and better building techniques and structures are now underway for prevention and detection of earthquakes in the future. Big questions still remain, such as, where is a strong quake likely to happen? How probable is it? How intense will the shaking be? How well will our infrastructure fare? Where should we avoid building critical structures? How do we design and build earthquake-resistant structures? And most of all, when will such a large-scale earthquake happen again in California?